What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Hope that you're doing well. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Today I'm doing my P.O. Box unboxing. I have no idea which number this is, but let's be honest, I lost count kind of like after number 3. So right now it's Sunday. The wife is in the shower, and speaking of showers, you guys are always showering me with your love, with gifts, with your generosity, and I cannot thank you enough for that. Excuse the random setup. I'm moving some stuff around in the room, so I just like turn things around really quick. It's my curtain here, my blackout curtain. It's a window to the outside world. We don't go out there. For right now, I got my packages over here from the P.O. Box. Thank you guys so much for everything that you've done. And let's start. So the first package here is, let's see, the name on the front is Margaret. Now, sometimes the name on the front doesn't actually come from the person that has sent it. Sometimes the notes are inside because they ordered from a different place. So as of right now, we're going to say thank you, Margaret, but it may be from someone else. We're going to find out relatively shortly. But how's your day going, guys? How's everything going on in your day? I'm sure that this video, I'll probably put it out the same day. Like I said, it's Sunday for me. And I honestly don't have a lot planned. I've done all my recording. My computer is uploading and processing a bunch of videos right now. But as of right now, I have nothing in the works, so to speak. Maybe I'll record a little bit. So we have some CDs in here. Right here. I don't see what they are yet. I'm just checking for notes. There is no notes, so I will assume that this is, in fact, from Margaret. So Margaret, thank you so much. Now there's some cardboard on here. And if we just move these, I think it's this way that we will see what it is. That is actually the note. So we have the Soft Boys. Now, I've definitely never, as far as I know, heard of the Soft Boys. There's the light. I was trying to angle it towards the light. I really did a quick setup here, guys. It's a really quick setup. I've never heard of the Soft Boys. Interesting pumpkin head artwork you got over here. It's a 2 CD set from 1976 to 1981. Now, I know Soft Machine, but I highly doubt that they're related. So let me just check the note really quick just to see if there is a name I prefer, when possible, to give proper due. This is actually from Martin. Okay, Martin, thank you for sending this over. I really appreciate that. Now, I'm going to have to do some research, as I a lot of times do, to find out exactly who the Soft Boys are. And on the back, you have the track listings here. I guess I could have moved the light a little, a little closer. And it says here on the front, it's virtually everything you need to know about the Soft Boys' sublime, short-lived, and subsequently significant career, from the first demos to the last sessions. 38 tracks, tons of unreleased set or stuff. That is really cool. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. We're going to have to do some research. Let me move the light a little bit. I feel like I'm a little too in the dark. Is that? I don't know if that's better or worse. I don't. It'll do. It'll do. It's a P.O. Box unboxing. It's not a 1 hour track or, something like that where I'm stuck in bad light. The next package here, nothing on the front. We'll just go ahead and give this a rip. Ooh, little bubble pop there. I feel like with this curtain as my backdrop, I feel like I'm auditioning for some sort of role in a movie. Okay, we pull it out. I can't see what it is yet. Maybe you guys did. I cannot quite see. And let us see. So this is from Jeremy. Jeremy, you seriously spoiled me. You really do. So Jeremy, let's see. I have no idea what this is as of yet because there's no no name or anything like that here. So let me look on the back. Is this Peter Gabriel related? Because among the track listing and at the bottom you do have Peter Gabriel's name in there. Let's see. So this is... I see what it is, thanks to Jeremy's note. It is Peter Gabriel covering a bunch of different songs. Okay. So if you look on the top part, it says "Scratch My Back," right? Because it's Peter covering other people's songs. And if you look on that second part at the bottom, he says, "And I'll scratch yours," because it's other people covering his music. Oh, that is cool. Hold on. David Byrne covering I Don't Remember? Arcade Fire covering Games Without Frontiers? Ooh. Thank you so much, Jeremy. That is awesome. That is really, really cool. And I see one of the songs that Gabriel covers as Heroes. I would imagine David Bowie. Very, very interesting. Thank you so much for that, Jeremy. That's exciting. Listen, when you fall in love with certain artists and bands, it's really fun to see how they would cover certain songs, and then how other people would cover their music. That's a beautiful little interchange of encouragement. All right, next one we got here. No name on the front. I'm gonna give it a big old rip. I really should have brought a trash bag. I really didn't think this setup through today or anything. I didn't think a lot through today. All right, so we have 2 CDs in here. Pulled out the note as well. And this is from Martin. Martin, thank you so much. I'm taking a guess that this may be the same Martin, but I'm not 100% sure. So either way, Martin, thank you. So we have 2 albums here. The first is Supernatural Fairy Tales. I really love that artwork. That is psychedelic with a capital P. And then the next album here is Spooky Tooth, which is kind of a really interesting name. This is Lost in My Dream, an anthology, 1968 to 1974. Spooky Tooth. That sounds like a really cool name. Now, I'm just taking a guess that these are psychedelic natured bands. I'm just taking a guess based off of the artwork. That's literally what I'm taking a guess off. But that is really cool. That is, hey, and I don't mean to bring weird attention to things, okay? I really don't. But I just want you to look on the, like right here, the character right here. I'll give you some light. Those are really thick thighs. Not trying to be weird. I just noticed that. Martin, thank you so much. I'm not trying to be weird. It's just what I noticed. Woo. Thank you so much, Martin, for those. I have not heard of either of these 2. So that's really interesting. Now, I think the band name for this one is Art, because on the back it does say Art, Supernatural Fairy Tales. So thank you so much for that. See, the thing is, if I angle the light too much, so I'm like this, I think I'm putting too much glare on my glasses. I don't know what's going on. Let's move on to the next package over here. Today's a weird Sunday. So the next package here, no name on the front. So let's give it a rip right here. And what could it be now? It is a CD with notes firmly attached. And it is Grobschnitz with Rock Pommel's Land. We've talked about this. We've discussed this. We do have Grobschnitt on the list of music to get to and of albums to get to. Now the question is, who is this from? I'm looking for a name on the sheet. I don't have a name on here. I don't see anything. Just looking really quick. No, I don't see anything. But whoever sent this over, possibly the same person, and I'm forgetting the name. Forgive me. It's been like a week or 2. But that sent the last piece of music related to Grobschnitt. So thank you so much, because I'm not saying exactly, but possibly, likely, this will be the album that we explore from the band. So thank you so much. Really love that artwork. It's probably Roger Dean, I would imagine. Looks like his work. That is really cool. Thank you so much. I love the little kid who has tamed a pterodactyl who is riding a paper airplane. That's creative. So thank you so much. Let me get to the next one. We got about 4 more, it seems. 4 more packages. So this package here, did I say ear? This package here is from Bob. Bob. Thank you, Bob. I'm gonna need to move scissors on this. First I thought I could just rip it, but it's taped up. Taped up. Like Tape Face from American Idol. Alright, so we have some CDs in here. And yep, that is it. I always check at the bottom just to make sure, you never know. So we have a note, which I always read off camera, unless there's something in here that, you know, is immediate and perhaps immediately relating to the album we have here. Now, this is an album, Nancy Griffith, The MCA Years, A Retrospective. Now, Nancy Griffith, I don't believe I've heard of her. I don't believe I recognize her name. Let me angle the light again. I'm looking at the back, which shows her at a live performance. I couldn't even tell you or guess what type of music she's made, perhaps folk related or so. But it looks like, reading the note here from Bob, that she's recently passed as well. So this might be a good time to take a look at her, give her a listen. Like I said, I've never heard of her. Really like the simplicity of the album cover, though. Thank you so much for that, Bob. That's really nice of you. Really appreciate that. I'm always open to exploring, well, anything. Let's get into the third package here. Let's give it a rip. Hey, by the way, let me know if it's really, really loud when I rip packages and the microphone's right there. I imagine it's really, really loud, to be honest. All right, so reach in. I have all the notes and such here, and we have. Let's put that here. This is from Martin. This is from Martin. Now, I didn't look at it. I just kicked the thing. This is Tom Zay. I see Brazil Classics number 4 at the top. Now, I've definitely never heard of Tom Zay, and excuse me if I'm mispronouncing the name. But on the back it says, the music of Tom Zay is unlike any other Brazilian music I've heard. He's not a big star. He first came to the public's attention, etc., etc., etc. He was part of the Tropicalismo movement. Interesting. Now, I don't think I've heard of Tom Zay, but he may be one of those artists that you don't recognize the name, but you know the music. You know what I mean? And I just noticed at the top something very, very interesting. I don't know if you guys can see on that, but it says compiled by David Byrne. You know, it must be a good compilation then. If David Byrne had his hand in putting this all together, that lends itself to some quality. You know what I'm talking about? So thank you so much, Martin. Thank you so much for this. Tom Zay. Sounds interesting. Sounds interesting. The little bit of Brazilian music that I've heard, it's really good. We got 2 more packages now. Moving into this one, I would only imagine that this is a vinyl. So I buried my scissors in the trash I have now. Let's give this a small little cut. Oh, I almost cut towards my face, and I can guarantee you that I would not have ended in a pleasant place, in a pleasant way, in any way that would be beneficial or good for anyone. But as we begin to get to the end of this P.O. Box unboxing, really hope that you guys are having a good day. Hope you guys are all doing well. Hope your families are doing well. If your kids are living at home with you and they're at home, hope they're doing okay. Parents are living with you, hope they're doing well. I hope all of you are just, chilling on this lovely Sunday we have here. So, when I move this, I can't quite tell what it is just yet, but just so you guys see that, I'm looking for a name. This is from David. David, thank you so much for sending this over. Let me move. I have a bad pile up over here. It's not good. Okay, so obviously a record. I can't tell as of this moment who or what it is. I'm going to put this on. You know what? That's on the ground. That's where that's going. So let's see. Music and Rhythm. A benefit double LP for a world of music, arts, and dance. The WOMAD Festival featuring music by The Beats. David Byrne. Okay. Hoger Suke. I'm just looking at names that I would recognize. Peter Gabriel. John Hamill. John Hassel. Is David Sylvian in here? Morris Pert. Pete Townsend, XTC. This is quite the lineup. Hold on, me. That's quite the lineup on there. So this is a compilation then of some of the festivals I believe that had gone on. I believe for WOMAD, possibly some more. No, it's actually just strictly the WOMAD Festival. Oh, that's what WOMAD is. A World of Music, Arts, and Dance. Oh, okay. I'm just dumb. And then on the back here, you have, of course, the world. You know, where are you? I'm right there. That's where I am. And you have, of course, each artist and the songs that they cover there. That's really, really nice of you, David. Thank you so much for sending that over. That is so, so cool. And just looking at this briefly, it's actually, I'm sorry, not the tracks that they're doing, it doesn't seem, but actually who's a part of the band. Yeah, because it's listing the members in each of these. That is really cool. And then you open this up, let's see what's inside. Oh, that's good. That's good. Some nice pictures of each of the artists and performers here. That's beautiful. And it looks like possibly over here you got a map of where they're from. That's beautiful. That's good. That's a celebration, you know? We have a festival here in Orlando. Oh my God, it's slipping. I don't know why I'm forgetting the name of this festival. My wife and I go to it every year that it's available. I was even asked to be a part of it once. I don't remember what it is. I don't remember the name for some reason. But either way, it's a festival that takes place every year. Do you remember? What's the festival?
Fusionfest.
Fusionfest. You know, I was hoping that you would remember or hear me.
Yeah, I heard you.
I was hoping you would hear.
Like, Fusionfest. Fusionfest.
I was hoping you would hear me and like help me out.
Bye.
Bye. So yeah, Fusionfest, which is just this really cool festival they have. They close down parts of the actual city and downtown, and they set up a stage, and it's different cultures, different countries. They come there with representatives and show off dance and music and things like that. They have food set up everywhere. It's just a really, really awesome experience, and we love going to that. So it's almost like something like that, of course, on a bigger scale here with WOMAD, and that is precious. That's awesome. Thank you so much, David, for sending this. I have no room. I'm going to move over a little bit and put it on my chair because I'm actually out of room at this point. Getting to the final package here. This one is weighty. Let me just say that really quick. This is from David. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. This one's going to take me a second to cut, so in the meantime, let's talk a little bit. What musical explorations that we've done recently on the channel have excited you? What have you heard on the channel that you've really, really been captured by? Maybe it's something you haven't heard before, maybe it's something you're familiar with, but that's kind of the goal, or part of the goal, I should say, with a lot of the explorations we do here on the channel. I'm trying to do this away from the microphone so we can talk a little bit. You know, is to, for me, I guess, really, I'm just looking for new music to listen to. So on that level, we have been very successful. I've been so happy with what I've listened to. Talking Heads and David Byrne being a big one as of recent, which you guys probably tell. Wasn't in love with it at first, but sometimes it just takes time. And listen, I've been putting that album on, Remain in Light. I won't say daily, maybe weekly. Okay, we have, let me just show you this, guys. We have a stack of vinyl, of records. A stack. Let's go. Let's just... David, thank you. Listen, stay tuned for this weekend. I have something small to show you, for everybody, regarding the records. Okay, let's just pull them out one by one. I'm gonna run out of room. No. Nursery Crime and Foxtrot. Nursery Crime being my favorite album from Genesis. Thank you. Woo! I got chills. And there's the back of it. This is awesome. That is awesome. Thank you so much for that. I need to angle the light. I feel like it's bad. Thank you so much, David. Thank you. There's nothing else I even have to say. I've said all I have to say on Nursery Crime and Foxtrot. Nursery Crime is my favorite Genesis album. I'm just pulling these out. Wind and Wuthering. This is a really good Genesis album also. The ending tracks, the ending suite. That artwork. I'm not even looking anymore. We're just pulling him out. We're just pulling him out now. Is it Genesis Day? Is it Genesis Day? David, you're filling up. You're filling up my Genesis collection. And the funniest thing I was waiting until I got my record player so I could go and actually start going and getting them. A Trick of the Tail. After Peter's departure, they proved that they could do it. They proved that they were here for the long run. Ooh, I'm feeling something. So the next one, we're just going through their discography, and then there were three. An underrated, perhaps, album, a slightly undervalued one. The puberty years of what the band were. I'll put this on just for the Lady Lies. The bass, Mike is ripping it there. Okay. Let's see. Okay, for one that I don't know now. Okay, one I don't know. Thin Lizzy. Have I ever heard a Thin Lizzy song? I've heard of the band. I've definitely heard of the band, but I don't know anything about them. That's a good album cover though. That's a slick album cover. City skyline at night. Is that a panther? Panther. Full moon. Isn't a Thin Lizzy a slang term for just a cigarette? I believe so. I don't know if I've ever heard anything from Thin Lizzy, to be honest. I don't know. I can't say anything off the top of my head. But thank you so much. Couldn't even tell you what type of music really they make. Rock, I would imagine. Let's see. This is Iron Butterfly. Inagata Davida. I think that I've seen this band mentioned a few times in the comments. I can't quite say if well, I know I haven't heard them or heard of them, but I have seen this name pop up a few times. Inagata Davida. That sounds fun. That's satisfying to say, like cellar door. Thank you so much. They look like a really cool band. I know this is a small thing, but anytime I see a band, if there's a keyboardist there or some extra instrumentalist, then I'm like, oh, they must got a little something extra. You know? They're not just the standard, the straightforward. This one, pulling out The Ventures on Stage. Around the world in Japan, England, and the US. I would imagine this is a live album. The Ventures. Now, I've definitely not heard of The Ventures, but I would imagine that listening to them would be quite the adventure. But yeah, it does seem that this is a live album taken from different performances in different places, it seems. And then I'm just looking on the back trying to figure out what's going on here. I think you got some people trying to hold back the crowd, maybe? I'm looking specifically on this side. I can't tell. You got people holding back chairs on people. Maybe they're holding back the crowd. Maybe the crowd wanted to venture on stage. David has really gifted me, I should really clarify, with a beautiful collection in just a box. I mean, really. Rick Wakeman. We got some Rick Wakeman coming up. Rick Wakeman. Now, which album is this I didn't really look for a name. The Myths and Legends of King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table. And this is some moody artwork on the back. King Arthur with Excalibur. Or maybe that's what's her name? The Lady of the Lake tossing the sword up to King Arthur. Ah. That is really cool. And I like how the sword isn't really in a stone, it's in an anvil. Thank you so much. You know what? I really want to see that movie, The Green Knight. That looks like it's a really, really good movie. And it seems like it's that kind of artistic cinema that is right up my alley. I really want to see that. I also want to see Shang-Chi from Marvel. Moving up. Whew. It's a Genesis and a Yes Day. Steve Howe. Steve Howe Beginnings. Look at that artwork too. You know that's Roger Dean. You already know that's Roger Dean there on the artwork. That is awesome. That is awesome. Now, just judging by that, I'm imagining this is probably his first solo album. Now, I don't know anything about his first solo album, but I would imagine he's playing a lot of guitar, judging by the amount of guitars there in the picture on the front. It's him and at least 4 guitars there. Now, I'm curious, is this a guitar-only album, or are there any other Yes members joining in to help? You never know. You never know. Let's see what the next thing I pull up is. Crosby, Stills, and Nash. This I already knew just by looking at the album cover. This one I already recognized. We've listened to a little bit from them, and they are always enjoyable to hear. This is good Saturday night, Sunday morning music. Sunday afternoon music, actually. Now on the back, I never saw the back of the album cover. He's just kind of looking outside like he doesn't want to come outside. He's staying inside for the day. Thank you so much. This is that type of album that you could just toss on. You know, toss on and let it spin. Let it spin. We have 3 more here to go through before we're finished for the day. We have Classic Yes. Classic Yes. I would imagine this is probably a compilation. Looking at the back, just looking at the track listing, Heart of the Sunrise, Wondrous Stories, Yours Is No Disgrace. So already we're getting 3 songs from 3 completely different albums, while in a relatively same era of the band. And yeah, so this is a compilation, and I'm looking at the back, compiled by Chris Squire. And once again, you have that fantastical Roger Dean artwork, which this just looks good everywhere, you know? The worlds that he creates seem so otherworldly, but at the same time, very, very familiar. Thank you so much. We got 2 more here. And yeah, that's it. I just want to make sure before I toss the box. All right, so now, we got some of this band coming up too. Renaissance live at Carnegie Hall. Ooh, you guys have talked about the performance of Ashes Are Burning on this one. That bass, I ain't got to say nothing more. You don't have to say anything more. Renaissance live at Carnegie Hall. Ooh, you know this is good. You know this is good. Renaissance are so good. Underrated. Definitely needing of more attention. All of them. Not even just Annie. Wonderful as she is. But all of them are just like in their own realm, you know? And then the final album here, I'm just looking down to make sure there's no notes or anything like that before I toss the box. Hold on. It's tossed. The final one here is Maynard Ferguson with Conquistador. Now, Maynard Ferguson, I can definitely say I've never heard of. However, I'm just looking at the personnel on the back here, and you have George Benson on guitar? George Benson on guitar? Who else is on here? I'm just looking really quickly through the music. Peter Erskine on drums. That is really cool. And I don't see any other names I recognize in particular. But Maynard Ferguson, I'm just looking and trying to see what he does. It looks like he's a trumpet player, maybe, and a singer. I think he's a trumpet player and a singer. I might be completely wrong. I'm just quickly looking at the back and looking at personnel and the instruments. But that is a really nice cover art of him there. And back on the back, he looks extremely excited. When I saw Conquistador, I thought this was Procol Harum for a moment. But man, thank you so much. Thank you so much for everything that you sent over today, Dave. This especially goes out and always goes out to everyone that has shared your love of music, your love with me. Thank you so much for your generosity. There is really not many ways I can return the appreciation, but I will continue to do what I do here on the channel and just follow this love of music, you know, that I've always had, and I finally found an outlet to express that, and the way that you guys reciprocated to me, even regardless of like this, like just watching the comments, engaging. I love it. Like seriously, I don't think I've ever had that level of like communication with so many people musically that like we all understood each other. You know what I mean? Like that is extremely special. I know it's like YouTube, you know, video. You guys are sitting wherever you're sitting and you're watching this video, but it is a level of connection that, while not physical, I think the closest way you can describe it is like on a spiritual level. Just the way that music connects people. The same way you get that connection if you go to a live show, because all of you are there to watch the same artist, to appreciate the same things. It's like the same thing here. So seriously, thank all of you for sending over the gifts, for sharing yourself with me. Hope that you come back tomorrow. hope that you enjoy the channel. I'm hoping at this point you do, but seriously, thank you so much. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day. Whatever you're doing, make the best of it. You still got some time. You know, it's Sunday right now, and you still, I don't know what you're doing, but, you know, I got to go to work tomorrow, start the week over. Make the most of your day. Make the most of your time with yourself. Take time for yourself, but of course with your family, with your friends, with whatever you're doing today. But thank you so much. I will definitely see you tomorrow. Thank you so much for everything you guys have sent over, and I will see you then. Bye.